The secret of the KL Central Market clock. The rain had just stopped, casting that fresh, clean scent over Kuala Lumpur. My friends and Mei Lin and Amir had just escaped a classic Malaysian downpour by diving into our favorite spot, KL Central Market. You know the place, right? With its incredible high wooden rafters, beautiful stained glass windows, and that amazing maze of stalls selling everything from batik to pewter. It's always been our go-to spot on a rainy day, but this time, something felt different. Maybe it was the way the afternoon sun was cutting through the windows, painting these golden stripes across the floor. Or maybe for the first time, I really heard the faint ticking of the old clock above the main entrance. It's funny how you can walk past something 100 times and never truly see it. "Hey, check this out," I said, crouching down near a stall that sold vintage postcards. I'd noticed a floorboard that looked a little loose, right near the base of one of the big support beams. I gave it a little tug, and with a soft creak, it lifted right up. Leo, ever the practical one, just crossed his arms. It's probably just someone's lunch. But Mei Lin, her eyes wide behind her glasses, leaned in closer. "No way," she whispered. "It's wrapped too carefully for that." And of course, Amir was already filming with his phone. He insists it's for documentary purposes, but we all know he just loves capturing the drama. He zoomed right in as I carefully unwrapped the bundle. Inside, we found a leather-bound diary. The cover was faded, but you could tell it was old, really old. And next to it, a brass key stamped with the initials KLCMI opened the diary to the first page. It read, "Asterisk, if you found this, you're meant to finish what I started. Follow the hands of time, not the numbers on the clock. Elias, 1948. Asterisk, 1948? Leo whispered, his skepticism finally cracking. "That's right after the war." My heart started beating a little faster. This wasn't just someone's forgotten lunch. This was something real. They were filled with incredible sketches of the market stalls, notes written in some kind of code, and even a map of old Kuala Lumpur. Then, I landed on a page with a detailed drawing of the central market clock. But the hands weren't pointing to the current time. They were set to 3:17. "Maybe it's a clue," Mei Lin said, her voice full of excitement. And just like that, our lazy afternoon turned into a real-life treasure hunt. Our first stop, obviously, had to be the clock itself. We found the owner of a nearby stall, and after some convincing, he reluctantly let us use a stack of empty crates to get a closer look. Amir, being the tallest, clambered up. He carefully reached behind the long minute hand, feeling around in the narrow groove. And then he pulled out a tiny metal tube. We all held our breath as he opened it. Inside was a tiny, rolled-up slip of paper. He unrolled it and read the riddle aloud. "Asterisk where shadows dance on batik wings, and stories hide in woven strings. Batik and peacocks?" Mei Lin immediately lit up. "That has to be Max Sick Sama's stall." We didn't need to be told twice. And weaving past stalls piled high with sonket fabric, durian candies, and those little miniature gassing tops. When we got to Max Sick Sama's, we had to play it cool. I pretended to be fascinated by a batik scarf, while Leo casually scanned the shelves. Amir, with his documentary filming, had the perfect excuse to look everywhere. And then he spotted it. Tucked behind a stack of folded sarongs was a small wooden box, shaped like one of those old-fashioned tiffin carriers. He slid it out, and inside, we found another kyand, another note. This one said, "Asterisk water flows where traders meet, beneath the bridge where boats once beat. Find the stone with 3 carved waves. Truth sleeps where the river saves. Asterisk the Klang River." We were on a roll. We sprinted out of the market's cool air and back into the humid afternoon. We ran past street food vendors, trishaw drivers, and tourists taking selfies, carefully dodging the puddles left by the rain. Down by the riverbank, we started searching the mossy stones near the old colonial era bridge. It felt like we were looking for a needle in a haystack, but then Mei Lin cried out, "Here, found it." 3 waves carved right into the rock. We all rushed over. Sure enough, there were 3 distinct wavy lines etched into the stone. We worked together to lift a loose stone right next to it, and underneath we found a rusted tin box. My hands were trembling a little as I opened it. Inside was a faded photograph of a young man in a 1940s school uniform. It had to be Elias. And with it, a final message. Asterisk, the war took much, but not our hope. I hid something precious, something that belongs to the people. It's beneath the heart of the market, where music once played. Don't let them forget. Asterisk, where music once played. I frowned. There's no stage or performance area here now. But then Amir's face lit up with an idea. Wait a second, he said. My grandma told me stories about this. She said the market used to have a Bangsawan troupe, traditional theater group that performed right in the central courtyard during festivals. They'd set up their stage right under the clock. Of course, it's the heart of the market. It all clicked into place. We raced back to Central Market, which was now bathed in that beautiful golden hour light. We gathered in the open space directly beneath the clock tower. The floor was mostly tiled, but one section near an old dry fountain looked just slightly uneven. As we got closer, we saw them, two tiny keyholes, almost perfectly hidden in the grout between the tiles. We took out the two keys we'd found, one from the clock, one from the tiffin box. We turned them together, and with a soft click, a concealed panel on the floor lifted up. Inside was a small, beautifully carved wooden chest. We lifted it out and opened the lid. And what we found inside took our breath away. It wasn't gold or jewels. It was a collection of hand-painted story scrolls, a simple harmonica, and one last letter. Elias's final message read, Asterisk to whoever finds this. During the Japanese occupation, artists and teachers hid here, sharing stories and songs to keep our spirit alive. These scrolls contain folktales from every community in Malay, Chinese, Indian, Orang Asli. They were meant to remind us that we are many, but one. Please share them, Elias bin Rahman. Asterisk, we just sat there for a long time in silence, the weight of this incredible history settling on our shoulders. The next week, after getting permission from the market's Heritage Committee, we helped organize a story night right there, under the clock. I read a story about a clever mouse and a durian tree from one of the scrolls. Mei Lin, who had taught herself a simple tune, played the harmonica. Leo projected Elias's amazing sketches onto a screen for everyone to see. And Amir filmed it all not for views this time, but for memory. As the crowd of kids, tourists, and elders listened to these forgotten tales, the old market clock ticked steadily above us. Its hands were moving forward, but thanks to a boy named Elias from 1948, its heart was alive once again. Thanks for joining us on this incredible adventure. If you liked this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next one. See you guys soon.